you actually go to some other countries and really live there, you can learn a lot. Because people got a whole different mentality. They got an entirely different mentality. In Mexico, for example, there's no homeless people in Mexico. I mean, there's some, very, very few, very few. And the ones that are in the giant Mexico City. Because in the rest of the whole country, in big cities all over, there's not no homeless people. There's not homeless people. You're not going to find homeless people in Mexico. There's no nursing homes in Mexico. Old people are doing great in Mexico. Right? And if you're poor in Mexico, what you do is you just go get you a piece of land for free. They just go get land for free. And then what do they do with that free land? They go build them a house. They make themselves a house. And they build it. And then they make all the people who don't have a lot, they all pool their resources because they just see all these natural resources in places that there's land and nobody's using. And they pool their stuff and they start building their own roads. And they start installing their own electricity. And they start digging wells. See, this is what they do. So they got water. Why? Because they dug a well. We can't have water because if the water company come and shut your water off. See, why? Because we under mind control. Here, we think you can't. We can't have no electricity. You gotta pay your electric bill. Right, because we under mind control. Because they don't even, there's whole towns who won't pay an electric bill in Mexico because they're like, why are we paying this? We don't believe in that. And you can't cut it off because they'll just cut it right back on. See? They just cut it right back on. It's hard to, it's crazy how you can watch an entire town refuse to pay the electric bill. They're like, no, we're not doing that. For what? We're the ones who built the whole the facility. We're not paying it. And they don't. And nobody cuts it off. And the guy will come around and try to collect. And they just laugh at him. Nobody pay that. There's places where they do pay the electric bill. But what I'm saying is that there are entire towns that do not pay electricity and they don't pay water. They don't do it. They don't do it. Why? Because they know how to build infrastructure. Because they've taught themselves how to build infrastructure. These are things that we as Americans or so-called Black Americans don't learn. We don't learn how to do that. See, we make jokes about how we can call up a Mexican and he can fix anything. We make jokes about it. But he can fix anything. Why? Because he done got taught how to build infrastructure. He done got taught how to build every single thing, how to do every single job, how to do since he was a little kid. Since a little bit, while we sitting up here in school learning how to, all this bull crap, they up here learning how to build from children. Like, they got their little schools and stuff too, but it's much different. It's just much different. And I mean, when you go to these places and you actually live there, then you can see how it really is. There's no homelessness there. In big cities, there's no homelessness. One, if you're old, your family's supposed to take care of you. It's just a law. It's just a law. It's not an actual law. It's just the unwritten law. If you're the youngest kid out of your family, you're responsible for taking care of mama and daddy. Not no nursing home. Ain't no such thing as nursing home. And nursing homes didn't even exist until like what, the 90s? That's when that started. Like, ain't nobody go to no nursing home. No, you took care of your own family. Like, you took care of your own family. Oh, well, we don't have time to do that. We too busy. Yeah, everybody busy now. People didn't used to be busy. People didn't used to be busy. Right? But we got to make all this money. Don't nothing cost money. See? And the people who got all the money don't tell you how they got all the money. See? But it's time to let everybody know how they got all the money. It's time to let everybody know how they got in charge. How they got in charge, how they got the money. Because we over here worshiping money. We like, especially so-called black people, well, we worship money. We ain't got one picture of now one so-called black person on not even any dollar bills. But we the most in love with the money. All you gotta do is watch some music.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.